Music is a staple in my house. Both my sisters and I play the piano and cello. They can also play the recorder, although I really can't. It's just obnoxious screeching noises. The piano is also called the pianoforte and has been around since 1709 when harpsichord maker Bartholomew Cristovari replaced the crow quills on the harpsichord with leather-covered wooden hammers. This allowed for a richer tone and larger dynamic range, hence the name pianoforte, piano meaning soft, forte being loud. However, few pianos made from 1709 to 1820 still exist, as they relied on a wooden framework system. This went out of fashion because the notes considered the standard pitches rose gradually over that century, and the wooden frame was not able to maintain the higher tension of the strings that was needed to have those higher frequencies, and therefore higher notes. This led to the introduction of the iron frame, which in 1820, which is still used today. The iron frame holds the strings, roughly 230. It varies per piano. You hear sound when the strings vibrate, creating waves that crash into your eardrum to register a sound. But I don't just reach inside the piano and force the strings to vibrate. That'd be silly. Instead, I press a key. Each key is connected to a hammer mechanism which hits the corresponding string, or strings in the case of the notes with the higher frequencies, and allows the sound to echo off the soundboard within the instrument. The lowest note on the piano is an A, and has the frequency of 27.5 Hz, while the highest, a C, has the frequency of 4,186 Hz. You could use different string lengths to get the change in frequencies, but it's such a large jump that you'd need a really long string to reach the low notes, which makes the piano infeasible. So instead of relying solely on length, the change in frequency is created by the size of the string and the mass. Thinner strings vibrate easier and create higher frequencies and therefore higher notes. For lower notes, the strings not only get thicker but also heavier. Piano makers have discovered that by adding mass by mixing in copper or brass with the steel string, you create a lower frequency without making the string too stiff to vibrate properly.